1507. It's almost exactly what I thought it would be.
And go.
Steve, use the controller.
I totally forgot about saying time.
And the stage is called Fighting, by the way.
Fighting, right?
This game has the greatest music and the worst gameplay.
So this is a really stiff beat 'em up. The controls are, I mean, the Bayou really does not control very well. And that itself is the main challenge of these beat 'em up sections. None of these guys are very difficult. It's just, you know, controlling your guy.
Sure take a lot of hits for this being the first level.
Yeah.
They sure do. Dying on the first level is very common.
Yeah.
This is actually known as, it actually has a reputation as being the game that would kick your ass in the first stage.
First enemy.
Yeah.
It takes like 6 diamond or 6 jump.
Yeah, most of these fighting sections will be like skin of the teeth as far as health goes.
I'm not even sure what that item is you pick up that.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is that a turkey or
It's
a hat?
turkey roast.
It's
Yeah.
the turkey roast.
Keep the bad guy. Yeah.
He threw that rock hard. You're beating them with a stick.
I like how the AI just looks like they're wandering aimlessly until they happen to bump into you. And then they punch.
I like how even if they're stacked on top of each other, you can only hit one.
Right,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
one of the problems with it. Unlike most good beat 'em ups, you don't really necessarily stack things.
There are some invincibility frames in this game. When you hit an enemy, they don't always work though. sometimes they'll just decide they don't want that they don't want to get stunned and just start beating on you.
You're needing sticks out of these cracks.
Yeah.
Yep, sticks and meat.
That was the crocodile's arm that fell out. Bayou Billy's so manly, he just goes into the water and hits him with a stick.
You better be careful with those 6 PJs around.
Yeah.
He once hit a zombie so hard he knocked it into orbit. These scuba divers have guns, by the way.
Yeah, that vest that he punched out of the other guy, it's a bulletproof vest / mirror. So when you shoot them, the bullets just bounce off.
And knives.
That
too.
is helpful.
It's a knife.
Oh, knives too,
It's a
really?
knife-proof vest as well.
Wow. I like how you punch him so hard, the vest just flies off.
Yeah, one of the annoying things about this game is the spawns are not very well understood. Sometimes the guy will take about 5 seconds to appear, and sometimes he'll appear instantly. That's true for pretty much any of those scuba diver guys. Fortunately, you don't have to fight all these gators.
Those crocodiles are so mad.
Yeah.
Listen to the sound they make.
Alright.
Very nice.
Thank you, Owen Treholt, for your $50 donation. I am sufficiently bad. Put this towards Die Hard.
The stage is called Shooting.
Feasel's pack of heat.
Yeah.
Causes seizures on stream. Apologize for that, but that's how it is. It's a light gun game.
So if you don't have the light gun here, you get these tiny little crosshairs so you can move around.
Yeah, it's hard to move around, but you can shoot faster with the crosshairs. Because this thing, you have to wait for it to cycle the screen, you know, into the target mode and then back again between each shot. So I actually, when I'm fighting the boss, I'm not just going to mash as fast as I can. I have to hit a certain rhythm. And if you go above that rhythm, you can tell by the way the screen flickers whether it's whether you're going too fast or too slow, etc. One of the neat things is if you hit the guy, you get your bullet back. So you only lose bullets when you miss a guy.
Yeah, you can just pull it out again.
Right, well it bounces directly back at you and you catch it, basically. That's what's happening.
That is how manly Bayou Billy is.
Is this the first appearance of the guy in the marathon?
I think it is.
I think so.
Yep.
What happens if you use up all your bullets?
Then you get shot real hard.
Actually, it'll instantly kill you. As soon as you get down to your last bullet, you'll just die.
Like, well, I don't have any bullets left. Oh wait, I can't shoot it. Never mind. You can shoot dynamite out of the air, by the way.
You should can.
Yeah.
And missiles, guys will shoot missiles at you, and you can shoot those.
If you shoot first aid kit, they explode and like just inject first aid goodness in your veins.
Nice fight.
Thank you, Justin Anselmo, for your $10 donation. Wow, props to Murphigator to bring back the nostalgia of Bad Dudes. A very special game indeed that I had the pleasure of owning as a child. Murph is bad!
We're, by the way, not out of this swamp yet. Still plenty of it left.
Is that a sword on the ground there?
It's a knife.
Knife.
It's kind of a neat weapon, but stick is better.
Sometimes the simple things are the best choice.
Oh, the bird.
Oh, alright, I will.
Where'd my knife go? Oh, one of the alligators took it. I just gotta punch it.
Yeah, you just want to get stressed now. You better just punch him to death then.
They're learning.
Oh, he did take it.
He did. I got it back now. Cool.
Nice, alright.
Oh, he took your turkey too.
Yeah, any of the enemies can pick up any of the stuff you drop. Wow. Yeah.
This game was way ahead of its time.
Yeah. It's on alligators. and Pearson. So you can't pick up rocks.
I don't think so. I've never managed to.
Wow, that guy
Wow.
had a lot of pent-up anger. Just gloved you in the back of the head and walked out triumphant. Yes, today is my day. I'm gonna get him.
Alright. Thank you, Adam Bungaj, for your $20 donation. Hi, my name is Adam Bungaj. I lost my dad to cancer in 2006. I'm happy to see such a noble cause. Put this toward the GoldenEye 00 agent run. Also, shout out to Mech Richter, you're awesome.
Hi, good.
Oh, and,
Yeah, GoldenEye.
let's see, let me check where we're at on that. Alright, it has been met. As an aside, though, we are now over $160,000 in donations.
Thank you, Bayou Billy.
Alright, so here we have a boss coming up. And hopefully this will work.
Punching those out of each other.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what happens normally.
Bio 14.
Wow, really good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's tough. So the trick is you get really close to him so that he'll try to throw you instead of attacking you normally. And when he tries to throw you, you can break out of it by, pressing either the attack button or the D-pad. And so if you just spam it fast enough.
Stage is called driving.
This is driving.
Yeah.
This is the worst part about the game. It's kind of fun, but in a speedrun, this is just so frustrating because you get into situations where there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I'm a bad racer now.
Yeah,
Yep.
Also,
basically.
180 miles per hour.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so how far he has to go, you can see that line across the top of the screen, you see the P. He's got to go all the way to the checkered flag at the end of it.
Yeah.
I like how he has, like, blasters in front of his Jeep.
All Jeeps do. And then like grenade launcher.
Yeah.
The mortar launcher.
No, don't hit me. I'm trying to play it a little safe here. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's-
What did we get by you?
It's one hit kill. Everything's one hit
Yeah,
kill.
it is really hard to do this without dying.
Yeah, the controls in this part are awful.
Yeah.
And you can only have either a bullet or a grenade on the screen at once. So if I shoot that grenade, I'm completely defenseless until it hits the ground.
Yeah. And if you drive past an enemy, he can just come from behind and destroy you.
Yeah,
So when you're going around
Skull-
these turns, like some car with nothing to lose will just crush you.
So if you die here, do you go all the way back to the beginning? Or
No, you start again, but if you continue, you go all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying not to do.
Time's actually really tight in these stages too.
Yeah, it sure is. You can gain fuel to increase the time, I think. but the fuel looks just like rocks when it's coming towards you.
I never notice it.
So you're like, oh, gonna collect this fuel. Oh, no, that was a rock.
Thank you, Gautier Cliquette, for your $20 donation. Cancer is a billion times worse than those awful games, so keep up the good work. Love what you guys are doing. From France.
Oh my
I just wonder where he got all those planes.
So, World War II planes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin Gillis, for the $50 donation. Love what you guys are doing. Watched every year since Mike Fest. Put my money for Ocarina of Time any %.
And those wooden posts on the side of the road are just as deadly as everything else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and their hitbox kind of is not what it looks like.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what do you think they're going to make miles per hour?
I'm guessing going
so
off
right
the,
there.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
I
guessing
would've hit
going
that.
off the road kills you too.
It
No.
doesn't, but it slows you down, and then a
Yeah.
post will come and
post
you'll
will
get stuck.
So if you don't know exactly where these turns
Dang.
are,
Oh, that's it.
you can't really steer when you're doing a turn.
Yeah,
Because you're already going full tilt.
it's tough. I slow down a little bit. To do this whole thing at 180 miles per hour without slowing down is basically a task.
Yeah, 180 miles an hour. Possibly do it.
There.
Nice.
I'm glad that's over. I
Yeah,
can take
another
another
cheat.
driving stage.
By the way, for driving, you get bonus points.
They're random.
You don't get them for fighting or shooting, just driving. So you get to drive again. But now we're on a highway.
That was just
so
to drive out of the bayou. Now we gotta go to the city.
So is this stage called driving?
This
Also?
is driving.
Yes?
Or driving and crying.
Drive harder.
Oh,
It says
God.
water in the middle of the road, it's now oil.
Is it water or oil? I can't remember.
It was oil in the it was water in the last one, oil in
Oil
this
in this
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Road seems narrower too.
Helicopter is a different color.
And they're helicopters.
They're helicopters. Stop.
I think Bayou Billy's Jeep needs a bit more kind of suspension there.
Yeah, this one, the last one was mostly straight with some sharp turns in the middle of it.
Stop it.
And this one is like almost all turns.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty important.
You can see the number of lives he has right next to the R above the checkered flag. And if you get too many lives, the game does really interesting things with that number.
Stop.
Nice dodge.
Nice dodge.
Tom Vadama did a run that was like 9 loops. He just like kept playing it over and over and over again because the game repeats. And he had so many lives here that it wasn't even displaying numbers anymore. It was like an equal sign, and then he'd get hit and it'd be like a hyphen, an apostrophe, something.
Oh, so that's exactly what Mario
Mario
1 does.
1,
yeah.
With a 9. Well, these aren't wooden posts anymore, they're now like
They're candy cane
the ghetto
bowls.
candy canes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the barbershop poles. That's what you're going. That's what you're heading towards.
Need a shave.
Yeah.
Bayou really does need a haircut.
It needs a shave after all the time in the bio.
Oh, wow.
That truck just apparently was made of rubber.
Well, it's blue, just like the tank in Monster Monster.
He was just
that was some yeah,
those are some real strong mind games.
You could come behind me any minute here. I think I passed it.
Also, when you die in this stage, the weapon that you had during the beat 'em up section is gone. So he no longer has the stick.
Unfortunately.
Carrying it in the front seat.
Yeah.
He's shooting it out of the gun, I think.
Ooh, I'm almost out of time. Whew, it's close.
Nice.
Okay,
Those are the hardest
done
stages.
with
at
driving.
least
You're
for me.
finally. That's
Yeah.
how I do.
Yeah, those stages are no joke.
Mhm.
That would surprise me.
But we're back to fighting.
Now we're on Bourbon Street.
I remember this from the demo.
Yeah. Get a whip there. But I assume it's impossible to get the whip for this section in the real game.
The whip? No, the whip, yeah, you wouldn't have it here. But you'll get it later.
The track mode lied to us.
Well, it could have been later in the level. It just
Yeah.
the background repeats.
The background repeats.
Okay.
They used the cheat code in that one.
We want to allow you to have almost joking.
Actually, the demo was actually doing pretty well for a game demo. It was hitting stuff.
It didn't die.
No.
Those knife guys that I just killed do a lot of damage, so I don't have much health left. But hopefully I can get it back before I die. I think that was all enough.
Yep.
It was.
Oops.
Hitboxes in this game are fantastic.
Do you do any of the enemy skips?
There's none that you can do consistently. Like, sometimes I'll get lucky and one will happen,
Okay.
but there's not much information about how they're done. TAS does some of them, but I've seen plenty more than what's in TAS.
So it's not just like scrolling the screen in creative ways?
Nah, like this one coming up here that you can do, and it's really just about being on exactly the right frame as you pass this guy, and instead of jumping down, you've already passed the point where he would have jumped down, and he'll just walk off the screen.
Huh.
And this was bad, I should have gotten the whip long ago. There you go.
He wanted that whip back.
Yeah.
Is that the whip sound on Castlevania?
There's a lot of pools.
Cool, cool. Alright. I'm pretty low on health right now, so I gotta be careful.
Thank you, Million Tribus, for the $5 donation. Some more money for my boy Feasel to give away. Rent.
Oh, I'm
Rent, I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Rent.
He knows he's helpless without the
He
whip.
really wants that whip.
He's seen runs of this before too.
The guy had a stick, but it's not doing it. He actually had like 3 sticks, by the way.
No, I think he just picked it back
Yeah,
up
just
since
keeps
it was
picking it up
on
again.
the screen.
I'm glad that weapons can't get hit off screen.
They can.
You say they can?
Yes, and the health can too, which would be a run ending.
Oh, the whip just flew off and stopped.
Sometimes, depends on where the guy's standing.
Oh,
Sometimes it'll
nice.
go just a little bit off the screen and you can't get it.
Great.
Moon Konami, yep, figure that one out. No! Too bad.
Good job, enemy.
I was right, I was about to get the help. The next encounter would have happened.
Unless you're back by moving Konami.
Give him a chance to get the whip back.
Nah, till the very end, so I'm gonna have to do most of this with
Is
this.
this the last level?
No, I think there's a couple more.
There's another shooting stage and some more
More
good stuff.
fighting,
Yeah, fortunately there's no more driving, so.
fortunately.
This Jeep finally stopped working. After driving 180 miles an hour through all of that without stopping for gas.
Alright, now I get help. And this is where the help can get knocked off screen really easily. So that's why I don't want to dance on that guy while he's against the side of the screen. Come back.
He just got it back.
Sorry, go.
He really likes turkey.
Can't use the stick on this guy because he has a bulletproof vest. It's also stick proof.
You hit him so hard you knocked his clothes off.
Yeah.
Alright, so here I'm just trying to exploit the fact that if you're not on the same horizontal as him, he'll move up into your horizontal and you can just kind of, yeah, have your stick out there and he'll just run right into it. You can time it right. This is way easier with the whip. Thank you.
It's not whipproof.
Not whipproof, that's the nice thing. That's why it's the most overpowered weapon. I think that's it.
Nice.
Now you're stick through.
The stage, use the hat.
The boss at this level is probably
Hard.
the hardest thing.
It's hard. Yeah, I'll have to die if I don't. I'll have to take a death if I don't get a health drop. Hopefully I'll get a health.
This stage itself is no joke either.
Yeah.
Jazz by jazz. You guys really aren't very effective at
Oh,
hiding.
there's the health. There's nothing you can do to make these stages go faster, so it doesn't even matter how, when you kill the last guy in one of these fixed sections. Literally the boss fight is the only variable part.
Unless your both is corrected, even doesn't even break at all.
Darn, Grimmeldo, these bars.
Oh, yeah.
One of those stairs we notice are open.
Yeah.
Once you guys will just walk up to the wall.
What's the best do in these stages?
Can't get hit. I'm just killing these guys because hopefully one of them will give me that health I need, but I think it's already too late. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a death with this boss. Unless I get stupidly lucky. Takes about 4 health at best to get through that.
Hmm.
So that's why I was hoping for a med pack somewhere, but didn't get it. Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah.
He has the best sliding animation ever.
Yeah.
I like how the other guy did that in the air.
He was just showing off.
Alright, so this is the last stage.
I don't have my whip anymore, unfortunately.
Gun is like a weapon.
Yes.
Do they use ammo when they shoot?
No.
Okay,
So
like
it'll
gun
still be
pickup will always have.
6 bullets, yeah, every time.
What was the chat like?
There's the whip. Thank you. Just whip that guy's clothes off. No. There we go. this thing.
Suddenly dogs.
That was really close. If I had died there, I don't think I would have been able to finish the game because I would have lost the whip.
This boss is silly.
He's silly, yeah. He can't really hurt me unless I get really close to him because I have the bulletproof vest. The trick though is just to get him locked in the corner because he's pretty wily. He does not want to sit still. This isn't the good pattern. Oh, look on my face. Yeah, he grabs you by the face and throws you.
He's pretty nimble.
He is. That's why it's all about getting him trapped, and I failed to do it. That's it. No. Like on my face.
Yeah.
Alright, you killed the main villain, which means it's time to fight his bodyguards.
Wow.
M&M's. And if you give me a couple more, I'd really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
the American Gladiators.
Alright, this fight takes a long time.
Yeah.
This is what you need the whip for?
This is what you can do it for. If I die, then I will have to, I mean, it'll be the end of the run. Or if one of these guys hits me and then grabs the whip, then I drop, also end of the run.
Yeah, he's moving diagonally because
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm moving diagonally because it lets me actually gain some horizontal distance between me and them. They've got a long reach, so that's why it seems like I'm playing it safe.
So am I reading it correctly that the boss still has full health?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
probably about 4 times what's on that screen.
Okay.
Square limitations, you understand?
spray limitations. We can't fit this many boxes.
Yeah. Life point goes off onto the other TV.
This is really taxing on the thumb. No, my goodness.
Is there even a faster way possible to kill these guys?
I mean, jump kicks, but that's pretty much past right.
And you just hope they don't grapple you?
Yeah,
Do they share health, or can you kill one first?
they share health, but you can't kill one person. So I don't know how to
Work.
explain that. You just don't worry about it.
After you kill one, you can kind of stun lock the other one.
Yeah, once one of them's dead, then you don't have to worry because you can stun lock them. But right now, yeah, I can only stun lock one at a time. So, if possible, I try to focus my attack on just one of the two, if I have any choice. But so far, oh good. Wow, that was really good. Normally, by the time one dies, the other, the health is at about 3 boxes.
Wow.
Yeah, so now I can actually get a lot more shots in.
Killed robot guardians.
Ready on time?
Yeah, time is going to be in just a second on the last hit. Do it this time. Time.
2904.
Look at that sweet hat.
Yeah, that is a great hat.
Now, in the Japanese version, you can actually walk away from her when she tries to catch up with you, and she has some not nice things to say to you after a couple minutes.
The Japanese version is actually a pretty good game because the enemies have reasonable health.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But then they were like, wait a minute, what if we gave them all more health?